Hello, everybody. I was talking to my good friend Roy St. Vincent today, and one of the things that I do when I'm making up wheels and motors and things like that is I make a cardboard model. Uh, Over here to the side, I've got a stack of boxes and stuff, cereal boxes. And anyway, The remember I told you that most things with motors relate with pi and phi, and I use just the protractors because they're about the size for notebooks and things. And if you'll notice when I'm doing a layout, the I lay it out to that size basically, and you can scale this up or down, but then you have all the information you need to how many degrees it is and what it is that you're seeing. Kind of gives you a 3D model, and you can extend it out and everything. So I always make me a pattern out of cardboard. Cardboard's cheap, doesn't take but a second to fabricate it, and then when you get to working with metals and everything else and stacking plates and whatever, you can do it. But this is a model that I made, just out of a cardboard box. Doesn't have to be perfect unless you're really going to get after making a pattern with it. But I've found if you have a pattern that you can do it and see what's going on better. So anyway, the concerning different types of axial motors or BLDC motors, and understanding what's going on there, understanding where the bisector is. You can get you a easy layout of what it is that you're trying to achieve, and get that formed in your mind better. And Roy said that's a great idea, and that's always been my time saver right there, to make my work more efficient. So I already know what it's going to be. So when I start working with metals or wood or plastic or whatever, sometimes I build stuff right with that. When I was working in the lab, a lot of times I did more with spaghetti and hot glue than you can imagine. Spaghetti's cheap, and it's amazing how strong it is when you're laying it up. So just wanted to give you a heads up. Make you a model, and that way you can draw it out and you can see how things are going to fit. If, whatever size coils you need. I made this particular one with the little bobbins. These are trifiber bobbins. Okay. So I already know what's going to fit. I know where my poles are going. I know where my slots are going. And I can build that sucker faster than you say don't do it. So once you get an idea of your coil size, your inductors, there's all kinds of things that you can do. But I really recommend, whether you're doing balance motors, asymmetrical motors, symmetrical motors are always have a balancing act. And what I've learned to do with the asymmetrical motor is like jumping a rope. Okay, and that comes around one jump. Get as much work as you can out of one jump in one event, one fire, and figure out how much you want to pack it with. It makes your Q factors go much, much higher in the asymmetrical realm. But that's the way I do it. I don't just trust somebody else's work from computer programs and everything, because they make mistakes. I like to see it and measure it and have it to where I can put my hands on it and make it up. So, short video of how useful cardboard boxes, pair of scissors, hot glue. I really recommend you save yourself a lot of time And plus, when somebody sees your models stacked up and you need to pull something out as a visual aid, you have it. And so I learned a long time ago. First, build put it down on paper, then make you a model. I highly recommend it. You guys have a blessed day, and if you're not having fun like we are, well, just start having fun, because it is fun. And I'm glad y'all are here. I love you guys. Just keep up the hard work. I can't tell you what a thrill it is to meet guys I met over the telephone, thanks to Roy St. Vincent, made by one man. And Scott, really neat guy, very intelligent. Man, it was a pleasure to talk to you over the telephone, and I learned so much from you. You knew a lot of areas that I know about. You're well-rounded, my friend, and you helped me with a couple of things that we learn so much every single day, and it's a pleasure. So, you guys have a great time. Roy, again, it was a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you. Jason, getting to know you better. You and I are on the same wavelength. I think Roy's going there too. So anyways, we collaborate together and find the most efficient way to do this thing. I've been doing it, hard for 3 years, a lot of study and time, and separating the chaff from the wheat. But you can build a model and get yourself light years ahead by at least doing a box mock-up of what you're doing. I have to deal with weight and balance with aircraft a whole lot, so instead of grabbing a whole engine or anything, I'll do a mock-up of that engine out of cardboard. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least I have the size, the weight, where I can add weight, where I can take away weight, and put those things in there. So when I start engineering how I want to put it all in there, I have a basic layout already there where I know what'll fit and what it's going to take to get the package in there. So anyway, really enjoyed it. Y'all have a good time. Bye for now.